Hey mathematicians. For topic 3.7 today, we are going to be critiquing the reasoning of others, which is mathematical practice 3, where you're going to construct an argument and critique the others. Essentially, you're talking and explaining why you feel the problem has this certain answer, and you're looking at the work of another person and commenting on maybe what they did wrong, improving it by modeling with mathematics. So a lot of practice 3 and practice 4 are going to be demonstrated when you're doing this lesson. To model that, I have a fairly difficult problem here that I think you're more than capable of solving. And remember, we do this naturally all the time in a class when we are checking each other's works on some of these lengthier word problems. So let's look at the information that we have. So the person who solved this is named Mia, and she's talking about her thinking. That's the second paragraph. The first paragraph is the actual question itself. So using our UPSC strategy, understand the problem. Let's first read it, understand what the problem is asking us, and then from there, underline the important information. Miss Lynch needs to ship 89 boxes. 47 of those boxes weigh 150 pounds each. Each of the other boxes weigh 210 pounds each. Mia says that all 89 boxes can fit into this container. This is a big piece of information right here that they give you. The volume of this container, the amount of boxes you could fit inside, is 15,400 pounds. So Mia's saying we can fit these 89 boxes, which 47 weigh 150, and then the other leftover difference weighs 210 each. So we do have 89 boxes and 47 of them weighing 150, and the other being 210. We don't really know how many of the others are there, so this looks like this is setting itself up to be a multi-step problem. Mia says that 89 boxes can fit into one container. She reasons, so this is her work right here, that 47 times 150 is less than 7,500, and 42 times 210 is a little more than 8,000. So the sum of their weights, the two boxes of different weights, would be less than 15,400, because she added up 8,000 and 7,500, which gives you, 14,500? So she's saying they will fit. So when we're thinking about critiquing others, the things that you want to do, the process that would help you would be 1, ask questions or clarify. That means think about exactly what they're saying. Ask those questions to yourself of what you would do. Then decide on a strategy to solve, like we always do. And then look for the flaws in her work. So those are the 3 ones that will help us critique Mia. So I'm going to start thinking of those asking questions and clarifying. So one question that sticks out right away to me is that we have 89 boxes and we only know how much 47 of them weigh with the numbers we have. We don't know how much the other part of that 89 weighs. So how many, first of all, other boxes do we have? Well, that's a subtraction problem. So let's go with that. Looking at it, was 89 total boxes minus the 47. 7 minus 9 minus 7 would be 2. 42. Okay, did Mia get 42? So it looks like she had 47 and 42. So far, she's kind of doing what we did, right? Let's keep moving forward. Now let's figure out how much these boxes weigh. And the one thing we got to really start asking that question and clarifying is, do we need an exact weight or can we estimate? With these larger numbers, it may make sense for us to estimate. And the one dead giveaway in this question is they're asking us to evaluate or determine whether or not she was right through her estimate. So let's look at how we would estimate these. So what is the next step we need to do? We need to decide on a strategy. Well, we need to figure out the weight of the total two boxes, right? Two sets of boxes, I should say. We need to find the weight of the 47 that weigh 150 and the 42 that weigh 210. This looks like to me repeated addition, which is another name for multiplication, right? We're adding 47 plus 47 plus 47 89 times, right? So I'm going to do this in blue for the second step. We would have 47 boxes that weigh 150 pounds. So we have 150 pounds per box, and we're weighing that 47 times. It's essentially why we say times. Repeated addition. So let's solve this one for the first set of boxes. So 7 times 0 is 0. I'm going to actually estimate this to make this a little bit easier for us. 47, that's close to what, 50, right? I think that would give us a pretty solid, decent idea, an estimate. That's a time symbol. So 0 times 0 is 0, 0 times 5 is 0, 0 times 1 is 0. I'm using the traditional algorithm, hold my placeholder. 50 times 0 is 0, 50 times 5 is 250, so 250, that would be 25, right? Thousands. Carrying my 2. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 2, that's a really ugly looking 2, would be 7. So we have 7,500 pounds is the total weight for 47 boxes. If you think about this, in this estimation, if you did this 150 times 47, which was the original amount of boxes, we added 3 boxes, we rounded, you would have less weight. So we are overestimating, which will help us, because if we had underestimated that number, we may actually have too many boxes that weigh too much in that container, and that would make it too heavy. Because we overestimated it, if we are able to fit them all in that box, if you really think about this reasoning, we would have a little bit of extra space. So that gives us what they call a little bit of wiggle room, right? We know one set of boxes. Now we need to figure out the weight for those boxes that weigh 210 pounds. So 210 pounds, and we figured out that it would be 42 of these boxes, right? Here was those 47 we did for that problem. Now we got to do 42 for this problem. I'm going to do this one in orange. So 210 pound boxes, and we have 42 of them. I'm going to round that to 40. That rounds down to 40, right? Do that multiplication problem. We have 40 boxes that each weigh 210. So we're adding 210 40 times. 0 times 0 is 0, 0, 0. Put my placeholder. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 6. We have 6,400. Oh, I made a mistake. 4 times 2 is not 6. 4 times 2 is 8. That would have messed up my entire calculation. 0 times, we did 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 1 is 0. 0 times 2 is 0. Put my placeholder. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. We have 8,400. Let's look at her estimates. She was estimating that the first set, the 47 boxes, the one we did right here, which we said was around 7,500, she was saying that it's less than 7,500. Well, if you think about that, we reduced that, we increased that number by 3 boxes. She may be right there. I don't know. How about this one right here, the 42 boxes? We reduced that by 2, and we rounded that to 40. We got 8,400. She's saying it's less than 8,000. We have 400 over that. So I think this estimation she did here is wrong. That is a big part of this when we're critiquing her, is this is wrong. 42 times 210, if you really did 42 times 210, I'm doing that on my calculator right now just to save time, is 8,820. So really that number would be higher than this because we would be doing 42. So we found, they call this the fallacy in her argument, is right there. So let's see if we can fit it in this 15,400 pound volume crate. So we have our two totals here. Remember, these are the 42 boxes we estimated, and those are the 47. So let's add these two weights together. So I'm going to just bring my 8,400 up here. We'll do that in green so you can see it. 8,400. We're adding the two weights together. The total weights for both sets of boxes, the 47 and the 42. We get 0. 5 plus 4 is 9. 8 plus 8 is 15. With us reducing one of the box sets and increasing one of the box sets, not by much, we got 15,900, 15,400. It looks like they will not fit. Mia says that they all can fit. So if I go now to the next step and looking at, we did strategies, we asked clarifying questions. If I look at the next step of looking at the flaws, it looks like the flaw in her calculations is that she did not estimate 42 times 210 correctly. She underestimated the product, so her conclusion is not valid. The weight of the heavier boxes is 8,820. The weight of the lighter boxes is 7,050 if you're looking at exact weights. The total weight would be 15,870. Our estimation was pretty close. 15,900 is very close to 15,870. This, mathematicians, is how we really critique in the reasoning of others. We really look for first understanding and asking questions, finding a strategy to solve ourselves, and look for those flaws. Today, the problems that you will be working on are going to have work shown for you, and you are going to have to really solve, and then you have to put your teacher brain on and look at what was wrong and why. I'm very excited to see what you come up with and using your whole toolbox of strategies. So today is a big day because we are looking at Math Practice 3. Good luck. I can't wait to talk to you later.